Go ahead. Well, what you got to say to everybody?
All right. All right. First of all, of course, GG's to Marcello. GG's all around to everybody in the LMFL. GG's all around. I'm glad to be a two-time champion. But don't let me being a two-time champion, when it go into next season, don't let that be the dismotivation for you to get better. Because the Chiefs are running rampant right now. You don't see the other teams being like, "Oh, we can't beat them," or when the Patriots are running rampant, you don't. We can't beat you. You guys have to have some motivation going into this next season if you don't want to see me back here. That's y'all's mission. Because honestly, two-time champion, I don't got as much stakes as the rest of y'all, and that's just being real. And another thing is going into this next season, let's have fun and let's show effort because I want to see more
Oh
than just
man.
the main four people who play this game in the playoffs. I want to see more new faces. That's all I want.
Oh man.
That's all I want. That's all I want. And I'm not
Oh
saying y'all
man.
didn't put effort. I'm not saying none of y'all put effort. But I'm just saying if you want to see yourself advance further, I would advise playing more of the game than just before the actual game, before your game actually starts. That being said, okay.
I'll be honest with
That
you.
being said, thank you though, Larlar, for this opportunity because I appreciate what you've done with the LMFL. I've always wanted to be in the Madden League, and I'm glad I'm able to do it with some friends. And that being said, next season, I just want to see effort. Because if not, I'm going to just keep it real. You're going to see a 3-time champion. And that's all I had
You,
to say. It's
you
like a
know
pipe
what?
bomb. It's like CM Punk.
You know what? I appreciate that because it was
No
funny
problem.
because I was gonna go actually going ahead and get into that with the ending remarks I was gonna say, uh, because first off, we have to say what an absolutely incredible season that we have, and it all ends in a two-time champion in Max. And for some reason, I cannot unfortunately open Photoshop. Fucking this computer fucking sucks right now. So, just give me a second. Just give me like a second, all right? Just give me a second. All right. Okay, so clearly I can't exactly do much until I close out OBS, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just say my ending remarks, and I'm just gonna say unmuted because why not? You know.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, man, it's just been an absolute ride. We've been doing this for 3 straight years now, so I mean, like we've been here from 23 to 24 to now 25, and now we're still going for 26, and I just really honestly can't say enough about the amount of behind the scenes stuff that we got here. The amount of things that have to go right on a weekly basis, because I think one of the things that I learned a lot is that I really do like doing this whole like trying to manage a bunch of stuff, which is why I guess, trying to become a project coordinator. So if anyone's out there hiring, I'm out here, I have the LMFL all right here. I could show you guys what we've been doing every single freaking week. But yeah, I mean, it's just been an absolute ride, and I just have nobody else but to thank just everybody who has worked on this season specifically. It's just been absolutely amazing. Now, in terms of, I might as well just say it. In terms of the amount of focus for this season, I think there was a moment in time where, I came back into content creation, and I'm not going to lie, that kind of brought down the focus when it came to the LMFL. So I kind of deeply apologize if anyone thought that, this season in particular was a little bit of a step down from last season. But honestly,
How dare you do the wrong thing?
bro. No, yeah, so no, I mean, yeah, seriously, it's like, honestly, the focus was definitely, half of this and then half my content, while last year was like 100% here. So it's just been, I won't lie, it's been kind of tiring, but with that being said, definitely it's going to be something I'm going to be focusing on in terms of just trying to make sure that I do things right. So yeah, with that being said, 26, we have a lot of things planned. And while the participant list is going to slightly decrease here, I'm still looking forward to continuing to do the LMFL because guess what? Nobody's stopping me. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I want to continue to do this as long as possible. Even if one day it will all end, like it would literally like the LMFL, because this, to be honest with you, this is something that I really exactly thought about, but I really need to start thinking about how we can continue to make the LMFL just more fun to watch and just more fun to, just enjoy, and hopefully people continue to get interested, even if Max is a two-time champion. But this is exactly what this is exactly what he was preaching about earlier, and I entirely agree with that, because I do think one of the main glaring issues that honestly that has been, I think, literally since the time of the LMFL is the fact of you need to go on ahead and prepare yourself for these games, because even if this is for money, I think for me personally, that in and of itself is just already a huge factor in terms of like whether you care or not. And the fact that I'm even giving like a piece of the pie to everybody next year, I feel like just speaks volumes in terms of where I'm trying to be, because as much as possible, I would love to be as generous as possible, but the issue is I can't, because I have to think about my own money and I have to think about my own stuff, because literally the prize pool, literally it comes out of my pocket. And at the same time, it also does come from, some other people's pocket because of the draft stuff, and I thank you very much. But that's part of the whole thing, so even if the prize pool does increase next year, and even if everybody gets a piece of the pie, it's still like something that I want to continue to, it's still something that I thought about doing just to make things at least interesting and fresh and whatnot. Because I mean, let's face it, I mean, if I would want to keep doing something that at least is fun, and I feel like the changes for next year is just going to be making things, it's going to be a very high stakes season, because literally like right off the bat it's going to be chaos, because this season stage is going to be just where you play one person and you play everybody once, and then you go into the Swiss stage, and then you're already ready in the playoff stage. So technically, when you think about it, the season is shortened just a little bit, but it's still something that, just to keep in mind of. So yeah, the whole effort thing from Max earlier was really like a point of emphasis that I've literally been preaching since we started this fucking thing. It's just that like it's hard when unfortunately, obviously the game isn't perfect. I'm not saying the game has to be perfect in order for folks to do the thing. It's just that like if you put in the mindset of, okay, yeah, we know this game is shit, we know it, we absolutely know it, we all know it's shit. It's just you guys, it's just a matter of just trying to deal with the shit, because guess what, not everything is going to be perfect in our lives. And I can go ahead and say this right now, every single esport out there is not perfect. Like, let's just face it, man. Like, I watch Valorant for, like, Valorant is my fucking livelihood when it comes to esports, and that game is not perfect. Counter-Strike isn't perfect. Smash Brothers isn't perfect. Madden, of course, is not perfect. And there's a bunch of other games that definitely can probably say that, oh, yeah, we have a perfect esports team, but it's just not perfect. So, but the thing is, my love for football, my love for esports literally stemmed from trying to make sure that this entire league gets created, which is why we did it in the first place. So I just hope that next season, when it comes down time, I'm going to be able to get a whole bunch of folks that actually want to be a part of it. and I'm gonna make sure that every single thing is accounted for, and then we'll just see what happens with 2026. And then at that point, yeah. So in terms of the planning stage for me personally, it starts probably like midway through the NFL season, if I'm being honest with you. So we will see what happens next. But once again, I have nothing else to say other than just thank you all for the support so far. The fact that we are 3 seasons in now, craziness, absolute craziness, because now we got a 4th and upcoming season, and now we just gotta see how much we can do therefore. So, because obviously, once again, it's just one day this is all gonna one day we're not gonna do the LMFL anymore, and obviously that's gonna be an inevitable end. And if I'm being honest with you, I don't really want to end it anytime soon. I didn't really want this to end anytime soon, because no matter what, I fucking enjoy doing this shit. So I feel like for me, what I will say to end it off is that, once again, if I or you enjoy something, keep at it, man, because that's all you gotta do. And now, again, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all for the support this season. Thank you all for everything this season. I just have to do a couple more videos, aka just full game highlights of this game, and then I am done. And then, yeah, that's it. So see you guys all next year. And thank you guys so much for all the support, because let me just tell you, an absolute banger grand final and an absolute banger season comes to an end here tonight.